Today we honor Ron Deck of Hillsboro, North Dakota. At a young age, Ron had a great sense of patriotism and national pride instilled in him, joining into United States Naval Service out of high school.
Well, Ron, out of the Navy, used his GI Bill to go through flight training. I believe he did all this flight training in Reno. And from there, I think he got his first spray job in Kansas. And then from Kansas, moved to Bismarck. And then he had heard that there was not many applicators in the Trell County area here. So he, in 1970, I believe he moved down here and started deck flying service. From deck flying service, we purchased the parts supply company, which is now Sky Tractor Company. We've got 3 family members working in the business: me, my sister Peggy, and my brother-in-law Jay Elfson. And we supply parts around the world, around the country. We're also a leading level 3 service center for GPS, so we can do in-house work on the GPSs. Ron has been a #1 dealer for many years for Hemisphere Air.
While Ron's achievements have been many, he started off a simple pilot like so many others.
Dad said he started in an old J3 Cub. And I think he said the first year he started spraying here, he sprayed 1,200 acres.
The depth of Ron's passion for aviation remains a little bit of a mystery to even his closest family, but it is evidenced by his willingness to teach budding pilots what he knows, helping them to enjoy the craft.
I'm not real sure what the passions were. I guess I've never visited with Dad too much about that. It's terrible. It's one thing I've never asked him about, But I think it must have been just something that he decided to do out of the Navy, and he was a flight instructor, different things like that. So that's kind of how he got involved, and then from there, I don't know how he actually went into the egg part of it.
Ron takes a great deal of pride being a flight instructor and contributing to the overall aviation community in that role.
I think any instructor takes pride in his students, and because how they do on their flight tests and how they do in the future kind of reflects back to what they've taught them and what they've known. And I know my dad's the one that taught me how to fly, and I'm eternally grateful for that. I couldn't ask for a better instructor. Being instructed by my dad, we got to be very close. Yeah, we got to be very close, and it's a memory that I'll always hold.
Well, it's good for Mike. It's very good. I mean, he wouldn't be where he is right now without Dad having taught him.
No, Ron as an instructor was very precise, very meticulous, very professional. Even though it was his own son he was teaching, he definitely wanted me to learn everything involved with it, and it's paid off.
Ever the entrepreneur, Ron also loves to be a showman, attending a number of conventions and gaining recognition around the country for the presence he brings to them.
Well, Ron prides himself on having a good show, a good image at local conventions. And Ron and Barb and Peggy and me have all done many state shows, but Dad prides himself on winning the exhibitor awards, and he's won numerous awards. Ron was given the Allied Industry Award back in the 90s from the National Association, and Ron has served on many boards through the NAAA, the NDAAA, served as past president of the NAAA, so we're pretty proud of him on that.
As his son Mike mentioned, Ron's ability to put on a show is unsurpassed, even while just trying to be a helpful civilian.
I can recall real well is the morning where he put out a fire at a local farmer's house. Okay. And I was flying over the farm and noticed that there was a deck that was on fire out at a local farmer. So I called up Dad, who happened to be test flying our new turbine that we had just rebuilt. He actually had water in the aircraft. So Ron flew over and made an approach pass and took a look at it, came back in, and he dropped that water right on that fire. And that's one of those things I always wish I would have had a video camera in the airplane, because I think it would have made national news, So it was quite something, and there's not a lot of people in the industry, I don't think, that could precisely drop something like that on a new aircraft that he wasn't used to flying, and he put it right on the fire, so it was pretty remarkable.
Ron's achievements as a flight instructor and aviation entrepreneur, as well as his contribution to the industry in North Dakota, find him inducted into the North Dakota Aviation Hall of Fame. It is an honor, though well-deserved, that has left Ron feeling very modest.
Well, Ron being inducted into the Hall of Fame was very humbling to him.
Well, I haven't really talked much to him about it, but I know he was very, very humbled by it.
He was very surprised, but he said it was very humbling, just the few words I visited with him about it. What it means to the family is that we're all just extremely proud of him. He's been kind of the rock behind this whole family, behind this whole business, and we're all just so proud. I mean, and we feel it's very deserving.
I know to his peers, I believe it's a great thing that it happened.